Have you ever wondered why some objects float while others sink? Or why a ship made of steel, a material much denser than water, doesn't sink to the bottom of the ocean? The answer to these questions lies in a fundamental property of matter known as density. Imagine you have a box that measures 1 cubic meter. Now fill that box with feathers and it's fairly light, right? But fill that same box with bricks and suddenly it's much heavier. This weight difference, despite the volume being the same, is the essence of density. It's all about how much stuff or matter you've packed into a specific space. The science of density is measured in units like kilograms per cubic meter, grams per cubic centimeter, or pounds per cubic foot. It's represented by the Greek letter rho, and it's an intrinsic property of a substance, meaning it doesn't change based on the amount of material you have. A cubic meter of lead is going to be denser than a cubic meter of aluminum regardless of how many cubic meters you have. Understanding density is vital in many scientific fields and engineering applications. It's the key to grasping buoyancy, which is the upward force exerted on objects when they're submerged in fluids. When objects are denser than the fluid they're in, they sink. If they're less dense, they float. This principle is why ships and submarines can navigate the oceans without sinking. Density also helps to determine the specific gravity of a substance. This is a comparison of a material's density to a reference substance, usually water. It's an important tool in identifying and characterizing different materials. So how do you calculate density? The equation is simple. Density equals mass divided by volume. Consider a block of wood that weighs 5 kilograms and has a volume of 0.2 cubic meters. If you divide the mass by the volume, you get a density of 25 kilograms per cubic meter. This number tells you that the wood is denser than air or other less dense materials. In conclusion, density is an incredibly important concept in physics and engineering, helping us understand how matter behaves and interacts. Whether you're studying these subjects or just curious about the world, understanding density is key to understanding many fundamental principles and making informed decisions. From why things float or sink to how ships navigate the seas, density is at the heart of it all.